B sent her job interview. After years spent finding the perfect artist, scheduling session after session, and spending thousands of dollars, my Harry Potter sleeve is finally completely bulked out. Duck J.K. Rowling, and every transphobe and turf on the planet. She now has a 10% higher chance of being shot by police. Hey, can you work tomorrow? Are you kidding me? You spent my whole last shift making fun of how small my pens is. I quit. Damn. Fair enough. It seems we are both short-staffed. My nut rubbing against the IUD strings feel like I'm playing a cello. That's not funny. My uncle got killed by an IUD in Afghanistan. You know IUD is a form of birth control, right? Yada. He's in like 30 pieces. He's definitely not having any ducking kids. I'm a fan of dark humor, but that's pretty ducked up, Savannah. Who said anything about a child? Why would you want to take your child to war in the first place? Should women be allowed to breastfeed on the battlefield? As a Christian, would you shoot an armed robber if you accidentally got his gun? My duty as a Christian is to introduce people to God. There's a glory hole on campus and someone stuck their nut through it. I put Nando's sauce on my hands and started rapidly backing the guy off until he started screaming in pain, then ran like my life depended on it. Imperial Uni. We are good at multiplying. Imagine gripping those bunny ears together like two ends of rope, controlling her like Remy and Ratatouille. Except of cooking, you're guiding her on the forbidden carrot. That's it. I'm gonna kill myself. If you peed that out, your junk must look like one of them cigars with a blown up end, like in Looney Tunes. No. Do you guys ever wish your online names were your real names? Lol. Why not? Wouldn't wanna be associated with the gaming community. Tell me the best way to shave Ace hair. Paint it green and let the cows eat it. Spray with sanitizer and fire it. He who cleans his house expects visitors. You have a shortage of social credit points. Fun fact, according to the system, donating your organs gives you plus 100 points, but having an extra child mean minus 40 points. You can figure out the rest from here. Social credit tycoon. You're at a shop and buy 3 items. The goal is to make the cashier as uncomfortable as possible. What do you buy? Condos. But then when the cashier tells you the total, you sigh, put them back, and return with plastic wrap. The tapeworm inside me when I drink a gallon of heat sauce and super glue my ace hole shut. Just feed it till it's big enough to yank out by hand, or you can cosplay as a cat girl. I wish I had the courage to actually kill myself, but nope, no courage to do so. Hope this helps. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 ate 9. And why was 10 afraid? Because it was in the middle of night 11. Why is Billie Eilish's brother dating someone that looks exactly like Billie? I can't even date a girl with my sister's name, let alone her exact ducking appearance. Lol. I dated a girl with the same name as my mom. I wasn't allowed to call her by her name during sex because it would remind her of my girlfriend. Dude, Rorschach is my favorite superhero. I just wish his mask didn't have a picture of my parents fighting on it. Soldier returns from a 3-year mission and finally meets his 2-month-old baby. It's okay guys, read the article. It says the wife and him decided to save the spam in a spam bank until they were sure he would be back. That way they made sure she wouldn't have to look after the baby by herself. Once it was certain his life wouldn't be in danger, she prepared and made the insemination as a surprise to him once he got back. A truly lovely story. I love spreading misinformation. The most satisfying donut glazing. I passed out 30 times, but here's your donuts. Why do you lift so much? When my husband had to get his spine fused years after a plane crash, he was worried that he'd never be able to bend and tie his shoes again. I told him I'd always be there to do it forever and ever. I only got to for 6 years and then he died. I would have done it for 60. They make slip-on shoes, you know. What the duck? Male honeybees, after nutting once in their lifetime. My time has come. Ah yes, the life cycle of a bee. Honey, nut, cheerio. Guys, I don't think my grandpa is going to make it. What is he making? Nobody can compare to these countries when it comes to food. Snubbed Antarctica. The snug eating penguins. I have answer and you probably don't. Usually I'd say something sarcastic joke, but nah, good luck. Say the joke, don't leave me hanging. You'll be hanging soon, alright. Why do men sit in their car for 5 to 10 minutes before entering the house? Finishing out the playlist. No, just finishing. Why Jennifer Lopez finally filed for divorce from Ben Affleck? She was done waiting. Stevie Wonder could have seen that coming. Am I the asshole for not being thrilled about my girlfriend's birthday gift to me? Lingerie. Girlfriend and I have been dating for a year and we are both 20. There's not much story here. Last weekend was my birthday. My girlfriend came over and said her present was a surprise. She went into another room and came out in lingerie, said that she said was new. She looked heat. We fooled around. That's that. Afterwards she asked what I thought of my present. I was a bit confused, and this is when she inferred that the lingerie was my present. This rubbed me wrong, and it felt like a lazy excuse for a gift from someone I've been dating for a year. To me it's she bought something for herself and said it was a gift to me. I might have been an asshole for this comment, so if we break up, do I get to keep that and give it to whoever I date next? This comment rubbed her the wrong way and she called me an asshole. I'm also upset because I took her out to a fancy dinner for her birthday that costed like over $200. That's no small cost for a 20-year-old college student without a job. Does it fit you? Puberty for boys be like big nut, ace hair. Wait, you guys got a bigger nut. Wait, you guys get a nut. Bend over, you will get it too. 3 weeks later. All rise. Case number 1425. My love language. Woman performs oral on other woman with the passion of clicking a postage stamp. Other woman. Oh my god. I'm cramming yay, these home slecks are so cringe, ha ha ha. Homophobe here. Nap. Cause why do people think a 2-year age gap is bad? Bro, look at your parents' age gap. My grandma is 10 years older than grandpa. They are twins, so pretty much no age gap. I don't remember having 4 televisions. Imagine watching porn and seeing this shut. I'm missing part of my hand. A whole new kind of head job. The same kind that Jesus can give. Edit. He can also do tooth jobs that way. Everyone came. R.I.P. Stan. But OP, we've got to talk about this title. Everyone was touched. Today I learned a British short film about the dangers of paid-for files was presented by Rolf Harris, who was later charged as a paid-for file. Kids can say no. Can't say he didn't warn you. I personally dislike it due to the terrible war chimes associated with it. I wouldn't display it on a car for that reason. You should see the inside of my Volkswagen hood. Duck it. Diagonal chess. What do I do in this position? Are bishops now straight? No, worse, they're French. Derek Chauvin has been transferred to a new federal prison after getting stabbed by a Mexican inmate. Damn, they really are stealing bulk jobs. German Navy blasts out Darth Vader theme on Thames. They bringing stormtroopers back. 3 years ago versus today. Great job, bro. His secret diet trick is putting a mask over his face so that food cannot enter his food hole. I don't even listen to Carti. Ha 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 ha. I only stay for the hilarious content this sub provides. I love bulk people. Excuse me, did I offend you? I'm so sorry. I must repeat that I love bulk people. What's a non-sexual sensation that you enjoy? Water coming out of your ear after it's been stuck there for a bit. Eargasm. Squat. Hi. Please never speak again. You cannot be trusted to not say yes. You were bulk an hour ago. What happened? Mitchell Jackson any percent. I went to test drive a stick shift. It must be cold in there. Turn the AC down. Isn't Joe recess? No, he's paralyzed. Same thing. Duck spam cramps. I knew they were real, but I never had them like this. My balls are hurting so much. What do I do? It's going for 10 minutes and I don't know what to do. It just hurts. I gonna die. But, really, what do I do? It's really hurting. You are pregnant now. Doctors after doing a portrait exam on King Midas. I wanna be Midas. Got offered $20,000 to stop riding. I'm 18 male, going into college. 3 weeks ago, I got my first motorcycle. I genuinely love it. Grandma hates it and recently gave me this offer. I genuinely don't know what to do. I'm not broke, nor do I have money. I live a regular life with an old Acura and my new bike. My question is, would you guys take the offer and should I? I don't know if I should or not. I really love riding, but maybe it would be more wise to take the 20? What are you guys thinking? Update. Thank you guys. I've took a lot of words into consideration. Plan A is to convince her to compromise and use some of that money for me to get better gear, bike, or safety courses. Plan B. I don't know yet. I don't see a world without me riding lol. It's like a hard craving or itch. Been saving for the bike for a solid 2 years in high school, so I was pretty dedicated. I know if I did end up getting the 20k, I'd be a little guilty, but I also have bad spending habits and a strong hobby with cars and bikes. Take the offer and then kill yourself another way. That'll show her. Japan. How that plane says guy. Wait, where is that second sunrise coming from? Do that to my nuts. Why are you telling them to touch grass? OP had a legitimate point. We should all touch grass anyways, to be honest. But what if the grass doesn't want to be touched? Should we ripe the grass? Imagining that grass can be riped is a pretty good reason to go touch some grass, to be honest. Watch. German warship blasts Darth Vader theme in London. I bet Disney has already sent a nasty email to the Bundeswehr demanding a $40 million royalty payment. It's okay. Disney signed Germany's terms and conditions when they had a free trial in 1933. Me running at my wife on all fours after she dialed 3 numbers and said that the pizza has a gambling and drinking problem. I asked for a meat feast. The pepperoni is holding me sausage. Rate my 16-year-old's collection as a record collector. Hey guys, I've been collecting diverse 16-year-old high schoolers on my basement. Vinyls are just my side hobby. I like the colored variants. Should I wax my balls with duct tape? Pubes are really annoying, and I don't have anything to shave with. Should I try duct tape? If you don't mind being a woman after, then sure. Tried this. Vig is kinda off. What do I do? It's running some red liquid. It's that time of month. Yes, drinking time. Wanna come over tonight? Sure, but I have my period till Wednesday. Really? That's hurtful. Like you think that's all I want from you. You're right, I'm sorry. Just give me some time to cool off. Okay, let's talk on Wednesday. A true sailor is not afraid to explore the Red Sea. Ultra-Orthodox customary practice of spitting on churches and Christians. Fork Torah. Poland. I'm from Poland. Poland. I'm from Germany. Old habits die hard. They sure do. I'm from Argentina. I didn't ease that coming. And frankly, I don't care. Since Shadow can turn into a squid, how does that change against his opponents Vegeta, Mewtwo, and Raikou? I don't think it really changes anything for Raikou, except perhaps any roll 34. I once had a tapeworm. Would have had to wait 6 months to get it removed. Instead, what I did was buy 2 Mars bars and 3 Twixes. Day 1, I put a Mars bar up my bum and let him eat it. Day 2, I put a Twix up there for him. Day 3, Mars bar. Day 4, Twix. When day 5 came, I put the last Twix up there, and when he poked his head out to ask, "Oi, where's me Mars bar?" I grabbed him. Those candy bars have those ridges or nut veins on them. Imagine the tapeworm ate them whole. So when this guy grabbed it and yanked the worm out, he just started cramming buckets of jizz each time one of the candy bars brushes against his portrait. What is the absolute worst red flag for any gender to have? Being hotler, probably. I've spent my whole life fighting against the horrid rumors the town spread about my brother, the local mortician. But when it was time to take my daughter off life support, I trembled at the sight of his dustful gaze over her motionless body. Never expected to have flashbacks to past relationships in this sub, to be honest. I'm sorry, you're having duck in what? I dated a necrophile before. You can probably imagine why we're not together anymore. You came back to life. My uncle abased my family for decades and then murdered my grandparents. Do we get a full story? I'm your uncle. Apparently having a trial means you sign the EULA that has an agreement saying you are not allowed to sue Disney and must settle disputes out of court. Out of court you say, clock's shotgun. Wait, that's not a Slex bomb, it's a pipe bomb. The one I shoved up your ace. Is this house for sale? What in the series of unfortunate events? That makes me curious. Could you kill a tape hole by eating too much of a certain food? Reminds me of the one post where a dude with his friends were drinking for 3 days straight. One friend went to the toilet and left screaming that he shat out his intestines. Turns out they drank so much for so long it straight up killed a tapeworm he had. There is no argument, but the cheat code to a vague is much more difficult than the one to a pence. Pence equals up down squeeze spludge. Vague equals up down left right ABBA squiggly face more pressure less pressure and twist a tighty with a linger in her bet. Once accidentally did BAAB and factory reset my girlfriend. I once saw a co-worker get kicked in the face by a horse. Saw his teeth fly out and dropped like a sack of potatoes. He came through fine, but that was scary. How much did he get from the tooth fairy? Took her to a rage room and she started hitting me. Take her to the shooting range next time. Microplastics are infiltrating brain tissue. Studies. We will be living in a Barbie world. I hear it's fantastic. Life in plastic. Microplastics in my hair. Microplastics everywhere. Come on plastic. Let's go spastic. Fix her eyesight. I gave a blind girl eyesight. Not all heroes wear clothes. When I first got aced hair, I thought I had worms, so I would rip them out. Dude. The battle just ended, but the war just began. Or something. I don't know. But not gonna lie though. If I have nothing to do in like the next few hours or so, a diarrhea ain't so bad. Like the shut is too small yet too many. It doesn't even hurt. Rather it feels great. It's like reverse null slags. A Japanese restaurant in Italy. Mankoin means vague in Japanese. So, you're not supposed to click the sashimi. Brings a whole new meaning to eating out. Wizards don't need by rap. I guess their wand is always hard. Imagine a British wizard wandanging some rando heat French witch from Bergsbuttons using some kind of vibration spell on his wand. Then he accidentally casts Ingorio on her while he's trying to make his own clock bigger, and her cloth becomes this big ace throbbing clock that accidentally touches tips. Would this technically be considered guy? Dunno, but I'm down. What are they advertising with the German part of it? Japan and Germany have a history of collabs. The worst she could say is no. Her. Is one of those teriyaki flavored? Zavulan the Great. I was gonna eat him. What's the most unusual thing that's ever turned you on? This I will only mention because it is Reddit. I once had a dream that I was SpongeBob and I was climbing up a really super tall tree, except all limbs were wrapped around the tree, so my sponge dinner was rubbing against it while I was climbing. Try to beat that. Woman, what? That's wild. You hit it on the head, my guy. If I had unlimited money, I'd probably have to dang 3 women at a time. One with a speech impediment and the other with a missing limb, and one who hurls racist insults towards me in order for me to reach climax. What is the worst form of human nourishment to ever exist? The brazen bull or flaying? Really anything slow and painful though. Brazen bull is stretching the limit of harshest nourishment to ever exist though. It almost certainly did not exist. I have one in my garage. I think you mistook brazen bull for strangled hobo. Mimandolex on Instagram. Why do I know this? Because I follow him. Duh. Source. Asking for you also. Source. Because more the merrier. Source. Because what he said. Source. I'm just a little curious. Source. I'm going to lently masturbate. He did get warned that the animatronics tend to get bit quirky at night. You're going to need a Japanese handsaw. badminton racket, and chickens. Nice list. You forgot the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce for celebration. Are we eating their corpses? No, just for barbecue chicken. Shut, I was ready to feast. I love chicken though, so I'm still in. Kinda crazy that her name is Essen. She has not fulfilled her destiny yet, not reaching her full potential. She's still alive I believe. With 4 types of answer I read elsewhere. Gotta catch 'em all. Aren't you supposed to get in the van for a sleepover, or was that just a Midwest thing that happened in the summer of '98? Somehow, I always ended up waking up in the van, even when I said no to the sleepover part. One of those things I guess. One of the van's many mysteries. Did your ice cream van guy blindfold you so you could taste test the top secret flavors too? They always tasted so weird and salty to me, bro. Hold up, you breeding with the dog now? Excuse me, what the foo? Oh god no. Please put a not safe for work tag on this. I was on the train, and when I saw this, I had to start furiously masturbating. Everyone else gave me strange looks, and were saying things like what the duck, and call the police. I dropped my phone and everyone around me saw this image. Now there is a whole train of men masturbating together at this one image. This is all your fault. You could have prevented this if you had just tagged this post not safe for work. Please mark not safe for work. Couldn't keep it in after reading this. Exploded immediately. Not only are my balls now the size of raisins, but I've splurged my spunk through the roof during torrential downpour. This is your fault. What's it like being guy in a frat? I think Fraternity X did a few documentaries on this. Yes, those documentaries were very informative and enlightening. And here we observe the frat boy in his natural habitat.